It surprises me. I'm 42 and I hadn't ever heard of the gospel message until very recently. And maybe it's because I never stopped to listen. But if I did, I think I would have laughed it off because my life's motto was to compete and to win. And I thought that that would bring me love, joy, and peace. It worked for a while, but then life got real. And in 2018, my father had a serious accident that almost killed him. This distracted me from work, and a relationship that I was in ended abruptly because of my own foolish behavior. My formula wasn't working, so I did what most people do. I just started working harder. And I did more deals and I accumulated more toys, but my spirit was collapsing. And so I started distracting myself in really unhealthy ways. This was not sustainable. And then COVID happened, and while I was peaking on the work front, my inner world collapsed. Nothing made me happy. Something that was deep inside, far, far stronger than my willpower, something that I didn't understand, it was asking me to walk away from my old life. This was really confusing because what do you do when you understand one way of living and now something inside you is asking you to be different? And it doesn't give you an answer as to what this different thing should be. To top it off, I felt really irresponsible because this would mean financial ruin. But staying and doing what I was doing felt like I was dying. So I really had no option. For the sake of life, I walked away from everything I knew. Over the next 3 years, with fear and trembling, I worked odd jobs, did a lot of manual labor, I borrowed money to pay my mortgage, and faced each day as it came. Without realizing, this process was humbling me, and it was making me diligent at work. Things didn't improve on the outside, but over time, my response to my difficulty started changing. I got rid of all my toys, I started deriving joy out of real things, and I'd gone from being miserable to happy. And then while I was on a temporary work assignment in Christchurch on Sunday, the 9th of March 2025, a Christian friend of mine shared the gospel with me. And he got to the story of God parting the Red Sea and the Jews who were enslaved being freed and making their way into freedom, but not into some promised land, not into some great amazing thing, but into the desert. And as I heard the story, without realizing why, I just burst out into tears. And he asked me what happened, and I didn't really have the answer. And what was really happening is in this Bible story, I saw my story. And in my story, for the first time, I saw God. That's when I gave my life to Jesus. And that was 7 months ago. And things have been going well. Last week, I applied for my first ministry job. And this morning, I returned from Nelson, where the plane actually got onto the runway. And then there was an announcement, and the plane turned around for 45 minutes to get stuff fixed. So, well done. Yeah. And I was in Nelson, where I was doing a 2-week Christian living wisdom course. If I look back over the last 4 or 5 years, I've lost a lot of things, but God's been amazing because everywhere I've lost things, He's filled it with light, with love, and with the truth. And He's not just filled it, He's had it all overflow. So all I can say is, Jesus, I love you, and thank you for loving me, and thank you for loving everyone here. Thank you so much.
Yeah.